Hi, friends. I am going to work with you on Practice Counts, page 17. Okay, let's take a look. You should have this page out, day 5. And then at the bottom, again, you will see Practice Counts right over here, page 17. Okay, it starts off with basic multiplication, which you should be able to do on your own. For the sake of that, I will do it with you. If you want to pause the video, you're welcome to do that. 2 times 5 is 10. 4 times 5 is 20. 8 times 5 is 40. 3 times 5 is 15. 6 times 5 is 30. 9 times 5 is 45. 1 times 5 is 5. 7 times 5 is 35. And 10 times 5 is 50. Okay, so that's where we are so far. Pause the video if you need to check your answers. Okay, Paul Plus used beans to show the division of each number from 3 to 18 in groups of 3. Maya minus recorded the results. She said, I see a pattern in the remainders. They go 0, 1, 2, and keep repeating. Fill in the blanks by predicting the answers through 18. Now, if you look here, friends, you will see 3 divided by 3 is 1 with a remainder of 0. Okay, if I take 3, any number divided by itself is always going to equal 1. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 6 is going to be 1. 100 divided by 100 is going to be 1. And there's going to be no remainder. However, when I look at the next one, 4 divided by 3, now, friends, what you're doing is you're thinking, how many times can the number 3 go into the number 4? Well, 3 can go into 4 one time. With how many left over? Well, if 3 goes into 4 one time, there's going to be 1 left over. Hence, where you're getting 1 with the remainder of 1. Now you have the number 5. Okay? And you want to know how many times 3 can go into 5. Well, 3 can go into 5 one time, and then how many are left over? 2. How about 6 into 3? If I have 6 and I want to divide it by 3, look at this. I've divided it one time and I've divided it 2 times. So my answer for that one is going to be 2. Okay, my answer for that one's going to be 2. Now I'm going to put 7 fingers up. Okay, 7 fingers, and I'm going to divide it by 3. So I'm going to say 3, and then I'm going to say that's the second one, and I still have 1 left over. So it's going to be 2 with a remainder of 1. Now I have 8 fingers up. I'm going to put 3 down, so that's 1. Another 3 down, so that's 2. And I still have 2 fingers up. So my answer is going to be 2 with a remainder of 2. Then when I go on to the next one, I now have 9. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 and put it down. Then I'm going to take another 3 and put it down. And then I'm going to take another 3 and put it down. So that was 3 times that I did that with nothing left over. Okay, now we try it with the next one. I have 10, and I'm going to divide it by 3. Put 3 fingers down, put another 3 fingers down, put another 3 fingers down. That was 3 times that we did that, and I had 1 left over. So my answer is going to be 3 with a remainder of 1. Okay, so what happens when you have a bigger number than 10? Because you don't have more than 10 fingers, and we don't really want to use our toes, right? So you can draw a picture. Okay, so for number 2, if you're not comfortable with basic division facts, you draw a picture. I'm going to say, okay, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you should see that I have 11 dots right over there. Now I'm going to put them in groups of 3. Okay, so I'm going to circle one group of 3, circle another group of 3, circle another group of 3. Okay, just like we did with our fingers, I have 3 groups of 3 with 2 left over. So my answer is going to be 3 with a remainder of 2. Now I want to move on to 12 divided by 3. And you could put this on any part of your paper. Okay, so I have 12. And let's see here. I'll just put it right under here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there I have 12 dots, and I'm going to circle them in groups of 3. So I have circled one group, I have circled another group, I have circled another group. Oh my goodness, and I have circled a 4th group. So 12 divided by 3 is 4 with no remainder because there's none left over. So it's going to be 4 with a remainder of 0. Now guess what? If you've done it with 12 divided by 3, then you know you don't even have to keep drawing the dots. I can just add one more dot. Watch this. With that number 13, okay, you should be able to see that number 13 right there. I'm just going to draw one more dot over there. So I've now made it, okay, so I've got one more dot. It's still 4 groups, but we have 1 left over. Okay, so your answer then is going to be 4 with a remainder of 1. So what about with 14? Well, all I need to do is add another dot. We still don't have a complete group of 3, but we still have 4 complete groups with 2 left over. So then it becomes 4 with a remainder of 2. Okay, so then what happens when we add that 3rd dot? We then make a complete group of 3. Okay, we now have 15, and I can circle that complete group of 3, and 15 divided by 3 then is 5. Now, same strategy. All I have to do is add another dot because I already had the 15. So what does that give us? That gives us 5 with a remainder of 1. Okay, 5 with a remainder of 1. Okay, then for 17 divided by 3, you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to add another dot. And now we have a total of 17 dots. We have a total of 17 dots. We still have 5 complete groups, but we have 2 remaining. So we have 5 with a remainder of 2. So what happens when we add that 3rd dot? We're going to have another complete group. So 18 divided into 3 is going to give us 6 groups. So we're going to have 6 with nothing left over. All right, so do you agree with what Maya said? Maya recorded the results. She said, I see a pattern in the remainders. They go 0, 1, 2, and keep repeating. So let's take a look. What happens? We have 0, we have 1, we have 2. And I'll put a remainder of 0 over here just to keep the pattern consistent. So we have with a remainder of 0, a remainder of 1, a remainder of 2, a remainder of 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, and we'll add a remainder of 0 here, just so we don't get confused. Okay, 0, 1, and 2. So yes, she is correct. Yes, I agree with Maya. Why? Because each time until we complete that group, all we're doing is we're adding one more dot until we have a complete group of 3 because we're dividing by 3. Okay. Now for the day 6, you should be able to fill in those relatively easily. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and let you work on day 6 on your own, and you can look for the finalized answer key later today. All right.